Our Christmas Journey is a Hallmark holiday movie starring my next guest. In real life, she's a mom to 4 beautiful kids and dedicates her life to helping families navigate through life with a child with autism. Please welcome Holly Robinson Peete to the I mean, talk about sunshine coming through the door.
Well,
I love it.
it's a monochromatic moment.
Listen, it is a beautiful moment. Also a beautiful moment is this young actor.
Ugh.
I mean, it's stunning to hear he is the first cast.
He's the first actor with autism to actually portray in a movie and a character with autism, right?
Wow.
So very often we see tremendous actors and like The Good Doctor and Atypical and other portraying characters on the spectrum, but they don't have autism, right? And that's fine, but we need representation. And this young man, oh my gosh, this young man, Nick Sanchez, when he fell into our lap, it was like, okay, now we can make this movie.
And he rightfully represents.
Yes, yes, yes. And it was just a dream come true and really a bucket list moment for me as a actor, content creator, and autism advocate. It was like, yes, yes, yes.
Well, you know, I have to tell you, when I saw this with the film, I instantly thought about your dad and his legacy on Sesame Street.
Right,
And being this on the forefront of reaching and teaching children.
Yeah.
Through this film, you're reaching and teaching children in this beautiful way that reminds
trying to make me cry, Tamron.
No, it's true.
It took hours to put these eyelashes on. You're right. It's a full circle moment. My father was original Gordon on Sesame Street. Some of y'all might not be old enough to remember him.
No.
But he, you know, he pioneered an amazing, iconic show, which, you know, has been on for over 50 years. Yeah. And it was about education and diversity and inclusion. And now fast forward all these years later, you know, they have a character with autism, Julia. Yeah. So I just feel like it's all, there's my daddy, I miss him so much.
Gosh.
I feel like it's just all come full circle, and I'm proud to be forwarding, you know, inclusion and education any way I can.
Yeah, you know, we had Eric and Melissa on the show earlier talking about their 2 children.
Yes.
And one of the things that you've done, and we did an event together where you just had everyone so inspired with your story and dedication, not only to your son and your family, but to others. But we are at a point, Holly, as you know, where parents feel more comfortable saying, this is my child.
Yes.
This is not a label. This is my child. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to put my child in a box.
This is just about processing things differently. And I always say, I was listening to them earlier and just getting full backstage. I always say I wouldn't change RJ for the world, but I would try to change the world for RJ.
That's it.
Because that is what we need. We need more inclusivity in the world. We need more acceptance in the world. I mean, we're always trying to mold them to fit us.
Well,
and that has to change.
Because you tell people to be yourself, and then when myself doesn't fit what you think it should be.
Especially around the holidays.
Especially around the holidays, and especially with children. That's why we're celebrating these parents.
Yes.
Because you know, the best of our children, they will see in us first.
That's right.
And you've done that with the foundation in your work. I mean, do you look back at it and say, whew, what prepared me for this journey?
I remember when I first got the diagnosis, when we did as a family, and I remember there was a woman in the waiting room, and I was sobbing and gut punched and all that. And she said to me one day, it was like, you know, a scene from Christmas Carol when someone comes in and just, you know, an angel. She says, one day you're going to see this diagnosis as a blessing. Well, of course, that was the last thing I wanted to hear at that moment, you know. So I was like, oh, please, lady, don't talk to me. But then later on, when I realized the people that we've been able to impact and the conversations we've been able to have with people and the families who feel some kind of way about being able to embrace because they've seen RJ or because they have hope because they were told their kid would never do anything. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, that's what she meant. That's what she meant.
More with Holly Robinson Peete when we get back. We're back with the star of the Hallmark holiday movie, Our Christmas Journey, Holly Robinson Peete. this film is so sweet overall.
So proud of it. I'm so proud of it. It doesn't just tell the story of a young man with autism and his you know, his journey, our Christmas journey, but it also talks about how autism affects the entire family. And that's what I wanted to tell, that story I wanted to tell. And the actual fictional place where we're taking Marcus is called Hope Hills in the movie, but it's based on a place called the Center for Discovery, which is upstate New York, where young people with autism, young adults can go learn independence and thrive. And so we're hoping that might encourage more of that. But in the end, it was about inclusion and acceptance, and I think we did that. And I'm so happy and proud that Hallmark Channel said, yes, let's make this movie.
I am too. I am so happy about it. We have a little, I mean, what do you give the person who has everything for the holidays? Well, you give them this. Take a look.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Mom. I just want to say thank you for looking out for me since day one. And I love you with everything I got. And you're the best mom in the world.
Hey Mom, it's Ryan. I just wanted to take the time to say how much I love you and appreciate you and how much I admire how hard you work every single day. You are a 10 out of 10 human being and I hope you have the most amazing day.
You're the best mother of all time, Mama. I love you so much, Mama. I love your hard work and I love everything you do.
I just want to say I love you so much. You're the best mom I could ever ask for. You do so much for me. And yeah, I'm just telling you I love you.
That's our holiday gift to you. I know.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. I was not expecting that, or I would have used waterproof products. But thank you, that I love those guys so much. And when I see RJ talking, when they said he would never speak, it's just such an moment for me, and just the rest of those guys, how they support him as siblings and love on their brother so much. It's a blessing.
Well, I can tell you what. They learned that from you. There's not a day or a moment that you're not supporting someone on social media. You big up people, other women, myself included. So thank you for always being.
Well, you're my Virgo girlfriend.
Listen, Virgo.
Thank you for doing this show. This is the type of show that I never saw when RG was first diagnosed 20 years ago. Embracing and talking to these families and celebrating neurodiversity. So thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Holly.
I'm hugging you.